Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
Weeks. A revision in electricity tariffs was announced on the 17th of April, which brought on a 60% increase in the electricity tariffs of household consumers.
The effects of the tariff revision were mostly felt by consumers using less than 125 units of electricity. However, that tariff system was discarded and a new system was announced just today.
Well, yes, Krishna, I have more details of the latest electricity tariff revisions. Now, we explained how the proposed April 17 tariff revision would have affected your lives. Let's see how this new tariff system that was announced today would affect the consumers. Now, you might be able to get a better understanding of how this tariff system works if you pay close attention. Now, as proposed by President Mahinda Rajapaksa on May Day, the electricity tariffs for household consumers were using between 30 to 60 units of electricity remains unchanged. However, we should make a clarification. Now, the tariff proposal submitted by the CEB immediately after the President's statement included a 35% increase in prices for electricity consumers using between 31 to 60 units. Now, this was based on the decision taken by the Ceylon Electricity Board to change how the electricity bill was calculated. However, according to the tariff structure which was announced today, the manner in which the electricity bill would be calculated remains unchanged. There will be no change in electricity tariffs for consumers using up to 60 units of electricity. But if you exceed this, then this is how the prices will change. Now, if it's between 0 to 60 units, there will be no change. 61 to 90 units, your unit price will be 12. Fixed charge of 90, fuel adjustment charge 10%. 91 to 120 units, I beg your pardon, your fuel adjustment charge increases by 40%, unit price 26.50, fixed charge 315 rupees, and so on and so forth. Over 180 units, you're looking at a unit price of 42 rupees per unit, fixed charge of 420, and a fuel adjustment charge of 40%. Now, if your monthly electricity consumption is 61 units, then this is how the bill would be formulated. Now, I must point out that this is only for domestic electricity consumers. This does not apply for the other sectors, industrial, hospitality and tourism, so on and so forth. Domestic electricity bill for 61 units, so let's say unit price is 10, 60 into 10, that's 600, 1 into 12, 12, plus the fixed charge of 90, and your fuel adjustment charge 612 into 10 over 100, because your fuel adjustment charge would be 10% of your bill, comes to a total of 763 rupees and 20 cents for a domestic electricity bill for 61 units. Now, what happens if the consumption exceeds this as well? Now, here is a breakdown of these electricity prices. The domestic electricity bill for 91 units, your unit price for the first 60 units into 10, for the next 30 units into 12, plus for that one additional unit, you'll be paying another 26 rupees and 50 cents. So your unit price, for the number of units you consume, you'll be paying a total of 986 rupees and 50 cents. Your fixed charge will be 315 rupees, and your fuel adjustment charge is now 40%, 394 rupees and 60 cents. Your total bill comes up to 1,696 rupees and 10 cents. Now, these are how the proposed domestic electricity tariffs have changed. For up to 61 units, you'll be looking at 423 rupees 90 cents. Your new charges are 763 rupees and 20 cents. That's a change of 339 rupees and 30 cents, an increase of 80%. For 90 units, an increase of 57%. For 91 units, an increase of 73%. For 100 units, an increase of 63%. And for 120 units, an increase of 51%. Now, meanwhile, while this debate keeps coming up, a media briefing was held today as well to create awareness on the strike action to be carried out on the 21st of this month in protest against the increase in electricity tariffs.
එදා දවසේ වැඩ කරන ජනතාව රැකියාවට එන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට පාරිභෝගිකයන්ට කඩවලට යන්න එපා කියමු.
We call on workers not to report to work on that day. We call on consumers not to go into shops. Let us engage in a democratic and peaceful protest. We have decided to name the 21st the National Black Day. We need the support of everyone.
නම් කිරීම සඳහා අපි තීරණයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ නිසා සහෝදර සහෝදරියෝ හැමෝගෙම එකඟතාවය ඒ සඳහා අවශ්‍යයි.
Now, staying on the topic of the revised electricity tariffs, the national organizer of the All Island Agrarian Services Federation also spoke on this topic.
තෙල්වල පොහොරවල ඉඳන් මේ හැම එකකම මිල වැඩිවීමට මේක බලපානවා. බීජවල මිල වැඩිවීමට බලපානවා. සමස්ත මිල වැඩිවීම.
This will cause a rise in prices of fertilizer and seeds. It will affect the overall price. The farmers cannot do anything when the production cost increases. The farmer cannot decide on the production cost. Everyone else can decide on the price. Therefore, with the increase in electricity tariffs, there is no system for the farmer to recover the cost from the fruits, vegetables and grain he produces.
තමුන් නිෂ්පාදනය කරන එළවලු වලින් ධාන්‍ය වලින් පළතුරු වලින් ඒක අය කරගන්න ගොවියට ක්‍රමවේදයක් නැහැ.
Now, a special event was held opposite the Fort Railway Station today to create public awareness on the rise in electricity tariffs.
The event was organized by the People's Movement against the rise in electricity tariffs. Through this protest, we are asking the government to completely abolish the proposal to increase electricity tariffs that has rendered the public helpless. We do not need relief because the relief granted cannot be accepted.